Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. How's everybody doing today? I hope you're all doing well. Let's see. E. De Silva, Heidi, Nancy, Judy, Hot Mess. I think I said Nancy. Debbie. I thought I saw Hell on Heels. Hell on Heels, Christina, Louise. Welcome, everybody. Hello, Cavallo Company. Okay. Okay. Get my handy dandy iPad out here. Okay, and it's all the way charged, so I can unplug it. Good. Okay, I hope everybody's doing well. I'm gonna take a look at first of all, thank you, sweetie. I want to take a look at some astrology. Okay. And November is action packed. Okay. Obviously today, we have a couple days left, 3 days left of October. Now let's talk about this eclipse. This eclipse is the final eclipse in Taurus for a while. It is kind of the bookend, the closing of the Taurus Scorpio eclipse stuff. And the solar eclipse that we had in Libra a couple weeks ago was the opening up of the Libra and Aries eclipses. Now, Taurus is about things that we value. Taurus is the natural ruler of the second house and is also ruled by Venus. Now, Venus is the love planet, and it's not just romantic love like everybody thinks. It is about the divine feminine, because Venus is about the feminine, and the Venus is somewhat a lot about getting in touch with self and incorporating and balancing out the divine masculine and the divine feminine within ourselves. That's part of it. And that's what a lot of readers do not emphasize. Because let's face it, what's popular on YouTube? My least favorite thing, twin flames. A lot of you already know, people that's been around me know my opinion on twin flames, that it's all a money grab pit, okay? Clicks, views, subscribers, not based on truth. So let's debunk the twin flame thing real quick. And I've said this in past live videos and such. The twin flame theory is that all these souls went into a room And God said, I don't have enough souls to populate the earth. Come on now. God is God. God could create more souls, right? So supposedly one of the archangels was supposed to go in this room with all the souls and split each soul and make it two. The soul doesn't split. And that means like the twin flame theory is you're only half a soul and the other half of your soul is for somebody else. No. No, 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 no. Because if you think about it in theory, in terms of the people that believe in heaven and hell, if your twin flame turns out to be a mass murderer and goes out on a KILLING spree, does that mean because it's part of your soul that you're going to be held responsible in the afterlife because of what they did? In that theory, yes. Oh, F that. I'm not responsible for somebody else. And the twin flame also, all these readers out there, all these fantasy readers. Yes, I'm passionate about this. All of these fantasy readers, that engage their viewers, thousands of viewers on this twin flame journey, leads them down a path of stagnation, stuck, heartbreak, pain, waiting on an asshole or a bitch to get on board to connect to you or the viewer because they're my twin flame. That's who I'm supposed to be with. They preach. So I gotta wait on my duff on my ass and wait for my twin flame to realize that they love me. Seriously? And 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 it's kind of advocating for the runner chaser. There's one tarot reader who has over 600,000 subscribers, almost 700, maybe 700 by now. I used to watch her, but I would never watch her twin flame readings. And then I started watching them out of curiosity, and I gasped. I'm like, you're getting 100,000 views on your videos, and you're telling them, oh, it's like a magnet. You have the runner and the chaser, and roles flip. Then you become the runner, and they become the chaser, and you chase each other back and forth like cat and mouse. That's not love. I'm sorry. That is not love. And it just drives me batty. Someone who knows their value and worth and who has self love will not chase. If you're not interested in me, fine, go the road. Bye. I'll find somebody who does. Now I do believe in soulmates, and we have many of them. It's just a soulmate is part of your soul tribe that you have past life connections with. And you got travel from lifetime to lifetime. You feel that special karmic connection. That I believe in. But that is my thing about soul tribe, about twin flames. So, people that teach twin flames, I would love my viewers to tell everybody that watches this, do not watch twin flame readings. They're fake, they're false. It's all about money, money, money. Because let's face it, even I get money from YouTube for all the ads that are played on my videos. And the more views I get, the more money I get. Okay. It's any YouTube creator. I don't care if you're watching a cooking show. It's all that way. And for whatever reason, people are drawn to the lies surrounding twin flames. And I would hope that my viewers would not fall into that trap. And, I thought, well, maybe there's a one point I thought I'd entertain twin flames just to see. And I thought about it, and I was going to do twin flame readings, and I said I can't. You know, every time I would sit down at my table here, my spirit, I would cringe, and I'd be like, no, I cannot do twin flames. No. So I got that spiel out. I wanted to get that out early. Anyhow, the Venus, it can bring about love connections as well. Now, the full moon in general is about release. Releasing energies, negativity, things that are not working for you or serving you. And and over the next couple weeks till the next new moon in Gemini, which is going to be in Gemini, um, we are supposed to be working on releasing that energy. Okay, the old, to allow new growth come the new moon. The new moon is in the manifestation phase. The seeds are planted, and you start manifesting on up into the full moon. The full moon is at the height of full manifestation. Then you release the stuff that's not working. Okay, that's kind of how the lunar full moon, new moon work. And in Taurus, being that it rules the second house, things of value, things that you love, or things that you thought you loved. Okay. And whether it's like, oh man, I really love that car. But let's see, I just had to have the axles, tie rods fixed. I just had to have um wheel bearings went. Um, it's starting to leak oil. My it feels like my transmission's starting to go. And it's sometimes like I love this car, but it's not working for me. It's in the garage more than it's in the mechanic's garage more than it's in my garage. And sometimes it's time, okay, it's time to release this car. I need to let it go. I need to get something new or newer into my life. That's like an example. You can apply that to relationships, to jobs, to life situations, to possessions like the car or the house or whatever. But it's things in our 3D world that we need to let go of. And that's what this eclipse is about. And the full moon in general. The eclipse is like the full moon on steroids. Okay? It is an amped up, higher vibrational full moon energy. And this eclipse pretty much eclipse things out of our life. Okay? Um, Now my one astrology buddy, she would probably argue with me because I look at the solar eclipses eclipsing things in because it's on a new moon. That's just how I view it intuitively. But this is the full moon. So this is about eclipsing things out and without the other things that are going on, um, it's heavy. Eclipse is usually longer reaching than a simple full moon energy. The regular full moon energy could last for a few weeks, couple months maybe at most, depending on the situation. An eclipse can be 6 months, even upwards to a year, because you have a pair. Eclipses come in pairs. Okay, so you have a solar eclipse, then you have a lunar eclipse, and when the next set of eclipses come in about 6 months, that is going to set the stage for the following 6 months. So right now, this eclipse is going to be taking us into 2024. Um, this is October. So roughly April, around April-ish. I'd have to look at the exact dates. In fact, I think it is in April. Excuse me, when we have our next set of eclipses. So this eclipse is setting the stage for the next 6 months. Okay. Now, with that said, okay, um, let's discuss what's coming up. November, Mars is going to be the star of the show. What is Mars? Mars is known as the god of war. He's the warrior. He is the ruler of Aries and also the ruler of Scorpio. Scorpio has 2 rulers, by the way, and we're in Scorpio season. Pluto and Mars for Scorpio. But Mars rules Aries and Scorpio. Now, Mars is the planet of action, enthusiasm. It is our it's base chakra, our livelihood. It's because Mars is like red. It is our drive. So it can, I guess it could be argued if it's base or if it is the second chakra, the sacral. Okay. But nevertheless, it's our drive, it's our ambition. It is also our desires. And yes, it is the planet of war. It is the warrior. When some it Mars is a argumentative planet. It can be abrupt. It can cause conflicts as well. That's the energy of Mars. It's action packed. And when Mars enters and it squares something, you could guarantee there's going to be a hell of a lot of friction there. Okay. With that said, Mars on and Mars is going to be opposing Uranus. That's huge. Unexpected events that are explosive. That is at the tower on steroids. But I will get to that. November 4th, Saturn goes direct in Pisces. That is something that Pisces energy. Pisces is represented by the 2 fish. Pisces is said to be one of the most romantic out of all the zodiac signs, coupling, and also psychic development. Pisces is ruled by the moon. So it's like any kind of restrictions in regards to your intuition, psychic abilities is going to be lifted. And that is also included with this part of this eclipse, old beliefs. Okay. So Saturn going direct is kind of like a shift in your belief system and realigning of what you know to be true to yourself. November 8th, Venus goes into Libra. Thank God, thank God, thank God, thank God. Wow. Venus is also not a rule. Venus rules Taurus and rules Libra. Libra rising, Libra moon here. I'm going to be enjoying this. When Venus is in Libra, it is like a balance of the heart space. It is that balance of divine masculine, divine feminine. It is things evening out within relationships. It's a little bit of a calm time. And romantic or non-romantic relationships, things are kind of like even kilter. And when you think of Libra, Libra is represented by the scales, which is that sense of balance. And Libra's major arcana card is the justice. Decisions, fair and balanced decisions in regards to our Venus. Um, and I can't go into how what that is for each individual because I'd have to look at everybody's chart. And I'm not a professional astrologer. I know the basics. But after that, on November 10th, Mercury goes into Sagittarius. Okay. So it's like leaving Venus, going into Sagittarius. There's a lot of inspiration associated with that. A lot of chatty, a lot of friendliness, very optimistic energy, optimistic, uplifting communications, highlighting travel. Of course, that's the holiday season. Okay. November 11th. 1111 is a portal. And let me tell you, it is a whammy of a portal this time because that's when Mars opposes Uranus. Actually, I think it might, it might be on the 12th, but I want to say it's the 11th. It's the portal. And this is about unexpected events that happen in our life, which you may be pushed into or need to take some kind of action on. It's like an event that happens that is a surprise, tower on steroids, out of the blue, like, oh, what the fuck is this? And you can't sit still because you have to do something about it. You have to take some kind of corrective action in association with this. Yeah, that 1111 portal, you're not going to be able to just sit by and say, I'm going to ride this out. I'm going to be a two of swords. I'm not going to deal with this. I'm not going to look at it. I'm not going to face it. It'll go away. No, it ain't going away. You can't. I mean, the universe is going to rip that blindfold off your eyes and say, look at me, right? Look at this. Decide. Or you need to do this, or this. You need to take some kind of action. You better get off your ass. You better shit or get off the pot. It's something that is going to be a really big thing. November 13th, we have the new moon in Scorpio. Planning. Spirit just said planting seeds of secrets. I don't know why, but it feels like new seeds stemming out of past life energy. And Scorpio is oh, thank you. I didn't want to leave on that. Thank you, Spirit. I did not want to leave it on secrecy. But Spirit just elaborated with that. Secrecy in the forms of a private transformation internally. It's going to happen with that new moon. It's like, how do I say this? It's like a part of you internally dies, but there is rebirth. Okay. And then lastly, November 18th. This is another big event. A week after that portal, 1 week, the Mars is going to conjunct the Sun in Scorpio. That has not happened since 1991. Go back in your memories. What was going on with you in this time, at this time of year in Scorpio season in 1991? you're going to have a similar type of effect. Very explosive, being on the spotlight, and again, highlighting action. So go back to 1991 and figure out what you were doing, and you'll understand the energy of what is going to come at the end of the month, at the end of Scorpio season. Okay. Yeah, I didn't want to forget anything. I wrote down a ton of shit. So that's what I'm saying. November is huge. Congratulations, Nancy. Okay. So now we got the energies. We're going to start with the readings. Well, that took me a hot minute to get through all that astrology. Let's see, is Farah or Kathy here? The reason Farah and Kathy are ahead of the readings for tonight is that they were supposed to be here for the past couple times I've done lives, and that they had already paid for a reading, and every time I go live, they're not here. You're all welcome. Thank you, Heidi. Okay. Farah's not answering, and neither is Kathy. And I'm going to tell you ahead of time, Laura is probably not going to be here. She's probably snoozing, sleeping, but she's in the UK as well. But need to timestamp her reading. Okay. Oh, Farah, there you are. Okay, Farah. Yeah, you had a reading. You were supposed to have a reading week or two ago. So we're going to go ahead and get you going. I don't know what your question was or anything. Yeah, we're talking about Cindy. Farah Rose. Yep. Do you want me to just concentrate on the eclipse for you tonight, or? Yeah, I have plenty of lights on. Okay. Well, let's just see what we got going on for you, Farah. I got a fly in here, and I don't know where it came from, but it is bugging me. Okay, you got Mercury. That is messages. And I just got done saying Mercury's going into Sagittarius. Thank you, Pam. Okay. 8th house mystery. Guess what 8th house rules? What 8th house is what rules the 8th house? Mars, Pluto, Scorpio. So, you've got the 8th house here. It is Scorpio. It is mystery. Mystery messages. Spiritual messages of transformation. And you've got a little bit of tension there. Okay. So it's almost like I want to say a mind and spirit battle. It's like I feel you receive messages from spirit, and maybe you try to logically explain certain events or certain things that happen in your life, and trying to find logic behind it, and instead of trusting that is a message from spirit. Okay. Some of the messages that might be coming through to you might be in direct conflict of things that you've always believed, that might be requiring a little bit of a transformation in what you believed, how you believed, etc. I feel like that there is a spiritual shift there. The vast universe is speaking to you. This is about spirit. Cycle. I just talked about this is confirmation of transformation. You are cycling out of one belief, cycling into another, and I feel it's causing a little bit of inner conflict. Okay. Okay. Under the deck, King of Wands. Oh, the Devil. A little bit of manipulation here, huh? Hanged Man. This is being stuck by somebody that you allow to have dominion over you. Could be a work situation. Okay. 3 of Pentacles, or you agree just so that you can get along and avoid conflict. 8 of Cups is walking away and standing your ground, acknowledging your personal truth. Okay. I can't make it any plainer than that. That is very straightforward. Okay. Now, with all that said, let's see what else comes up for you. Ace of Coins, a new beginning, a new start. Justice, making the decision. I'll get a little bit deeper when I get all your cards. Above you, Six of Coins, giving and receiving and balance in the physical world. How you got here, Five of Wands, that's that conflict. That's that same conflict that I talked about here. Inner conflict. And there, yes, there could be conflict on the external as well. Behind, Eight of Swords, being stuck. Like I said over here, being trapped in your mind, limited on your thinking. I think when the Saturn goes direct, that is going to help alleviate some of that as well. Judgment. Wow. You got justice and judgment. This is a major choice and decision in regards to your faith and your spiritual path. There may be a decision on, somebody, the return of the devil. I'm just saying. I don't know if there is somebody who wants to reconcile something with you or say they make amends. And my guys just said a tiger doesn't change its stripes. So just keep that in mind. 10 of Wands. Your energy is coming through as being very heavy, burdensome, carrying all the responsibility yourself. You're tired and you're strained because you're tired of fighting a battle in regards to a partnership, Two of Cups. Strength. That's strength of will. You're hoping to have some kind of strength of will to resist the temptation to go backwards. That's it. I think that's in relationships. There's the Sun as a potential outcome. And overall, I'm seeing a timeline here. The timeline is showing me you're going from being stuck, willful blindness, afraid of not making changes out because of fear of the change, that there's a new opportunity, that you have to make the decision, an opportunity. Libra season justice to balance the scales here. And in order to balance those scales currently, coming up, you've got the judgment. You need to make a decision. You need to make a judgment call here concerning Two of Cups relationship. And it's all about going towards what makes you shine, what makes you happy and content. None of this fucking devil shit. None of this codependency. No more self-sacrificing just to keep peace with somebody. That release that I was talking about in the beginning of this video. There it is. Walking away, emotionally detaching from something, abandoning something that hasn't been working, something that is like borderline toxic, actually. Okay. I gotta figure this. I don't have enough room on this desk. Let's get some clarifiers. Show me judgment. Oh yeah, I was talking about the Five of Wands. There's a struggle, right? This here is being breadcrumbed, is kind of like the energy around you, right? But the potential is to balance the energy to be an even give and take on another level, but it does require abandoning the old, right? But with that judgment, it's a Six of Cups. I knew it. I fucking knew it. Somebody wanting to return. Six of Cups Ace of Wands with bright ideas, communication. Oh, pouring on the charm. And yes, the masculine organ. Just saying. Five of Cups. I could tell you this much. Like I said, Spirit already said a tiger doesn't change its stripes. Always remember that. Because somebody's coming forth to communicate to you that they are sorry and they are regretful and remorseful for any kind of past pain that they put you through, tying you up, binding you mentally, the mental manipulation that had gone on. And what's working under the scenes is like recognizing your personal truth here, seeing the truth, seeing things clearly, not being tempted to continue to sacrifice yourself for somebody who wants to be a bully. Okay, that's what that is. Really want to know the struggle, this Five of Wands, how you got there. I feel this is very much internal. Eight of Coins. Struggling with continuing to put work into something and the Tower and blowing it up. Whoa. And Three of Cups. Whoa. Damn, girl. Simply put, the struggle that got you where you're at now is a connection that you put a lot of work and hard work in. And yes, you put the work in. They're showing me the devil. Okay. They're showing me as somebody who's very needy. Okay. But this is struggling with the idea of blowing something up that you have invested in and put a lot of work in. But there's sometimes we have to come to realize that sometimes we have to cut our losses. And that's exactly what I'm getting here. Time to cut the losses. And time to take a stand and stand up for oneself. Time to recognize your own value and what you have to bring to the table. And be truthful and honest with yourself. Don't take their word at face value. You need to kind of tap in and trust in that intuition. Okay? So, oh, she's not up there. I don't know where Luna's at. So, but that's what I have for you, Farah, Cynthia. So it looks like to me it's time for change. This eclipse is kind of pushing you into it. And let me tell you, come that 11/11 portal, you're not going to have a choice but to make a move, to make a choice, to make a decision. Okay. Good. The eclipse happened. I'm in Eastern time zone. It was between 2 p.m. and 4 p.m. So I don't know what time it would have been for you. But the eclipse is today. That's why I'm doing these readings. It's today. Yeah. That's why I chose to do the readings tonight. I woke up this morning and thought, okay, Spirit said, and I'm like thinking, this is last minute. I used to do this a lot to Radicar, but I like to plan. And Spirit says, oh, no time for planning. You're going live tonight. I thought, okay. And I was obeying. Oh, she is? Okay, let me find her. Where is she? Um, I gotta find her. Post a comment. Oh, there she is. Okay. Okay, there she goes. Yep, now I got all my 3 monitors in place. Moderators. Okay. Okay, so now we gotta move on. Okay, Debbie, you're next. Now, as I do readings, I really can't read my chat over here. It's too far away from me because I'm blind as a bat. I usually look at my phone, but because I need all this space here in front of me, I can't watch the chat unless I ask a specific question. I'll pick up my phone to look. I'm just going to go through and do the reading. Okay. I think I have. Let me check one thing. Okay. Anne Duran. Add her to. Whoa. No. Wait a second. My moderator, Linda. Add her to the after Nancy. Erlinda's after Nancy, and then Amy Duran is after your Erlinda. In other words, Nancy, then Erlinda, then Amy. Okay. And I think that leaves me with let me check this. Only 3 more spots open for paid readings, for donations. Only 3 more spots. Okay. I haven't seen Kathy comment. Kathy, are you here? Yeah. D as in David. Bye. Okay. 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 So, oh, I can imagine. Mama, within a couple years, I'll be down there in Florida living. My man and I, our goal is we'll both be 55 by then. Our goal is we want to locate out of Pennsylvania and buy something in Ocala. Good, Pam. Okay. Okay, Debbie. Let's get on with your reading. I might take a little bit of a break here after Debbie. I might, well, no, I'll read a couple more. I've been on since 7:30 and so it's almost an hour. After an hour, I usually take a break. I got to because I got to stretch my legs. Let's see, Debbie. Okay, general reading around this eclipse. Lunar eclipse in Scorpio for Debbie. Or in Taurus, I'm sorry. In Taurus. Okay, Debbie. You've got Sagittarius, 9th house energy. 9th house is the spiritual side of things. And Sagittarius, you could be dealing with a Sagittarius, or Sagittarius season might play some role. But it's the Sagittarius energy is about expansion. Okay. Then you got Jupiter of abundance. Beautiful. Guess what rules Sagittarius? Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter. Coincidence in the cards? I think not. And then you've got Virgo. Digest, and they're the workhorse. So what I feel as though is something that you are putting a lot of work into, Debbie, is going to help you to expand and is going to be greatly rewarding. Okay. Okay. The sacred temple is talking about your inner self. Your soul is like your body is the temple of your soul. That is just speaking of something as really considering yourself, your physical body as a holy temple. Loving woman. There could, that's making a little bit more sense. A sacred temple that a loving woman is in. I'm picking up like a mother spirit, great gratitude, consciousness. There's a female in the afterlife who is very grateful for everything that you have done, and for her. And she is also saying this message is coming directly from her, the cards that I pull. I'm not sure who she is to you, but I will just refer to her as the loving female that was in your life who is passed on. But she's saying to always remember to express gratitude as you expand and as things start to fall into place for you and as abundance comes in. Okay. And she's even saying even the hardships that come along the way, to be grateful for them. Because it's through those hardships that you learn, lessons that you learn to help you grow. Okay, so that lead up to finally having abundance for your perseverance and for your for being grateful even for the hardships and the hard lessons. Okay, because those hard lessons are also help shape us who we are, and it teaches us things like, oh, I won't do that again, you know, and things like that, and it promotes spiritual growth. Under the deck, Four of Wands, your home, Queen of Cups. There's a loving woman that was in your home, or very close to your family. That could also be your energy of love of home. Hermit, wisdom, Ace of Swords, truth. There seems to be a little bit of solitude in order to find oneself and find your place within a certain relationship or a certain family unit here. Five of Wands, struggling with the devil of temptation or obsession or codependency in a love bond here, a soul contract with, a little bit of emotional loss, emotional conflict. I don't know if you have regrets about something or something to that effect, or somebody has regrets, but there seems to be um, some there's toxicity that needed to be left behind, and through solitude you gain great insight and wisdom, and you gain clarity on what the struggles have been, what has been keeping you chained in a certain direction in a soul contract or karmic contract here that has left you feeling a little bit empty, maybe even self blame, or you're dealing with somebody who has narcissistic tendencies who likes to try to put the blame all on you. Okay, that doesn't have to be romantic, it could be a family member. Take it as it resonates. Okay, Knight of Cups. Somebody with a little bit of emotional immaturity there that caused a lot of pain. Somebody who was a little bit fickle with their heart space. I get somebody who is, and this could also be you extending your heart to somebody. In return, you receive 10 of Swords. But the good thing about the 10 of Swords that I like to say is that there is the sun coming up over the horizon. If there was a relationship that had died, there is a new beginning, a time for new, a time for rebirthing yourself. Yes, Ace of Coins in your potential here. A new opportunity presenting itself. And this is real world. This is not just fantasy. This is not like in the thought process. The Pentacles is the physical world. So there is an opportunity presenting itself. Hierophant in the form of commitment. I don't know if you were married and the marriage went south and you felt stuck in there, or if you were in a higher level commitment with somebody and maybe they lied and cheated, but there's a sense of betrayal around this. And they almost like made it feel like it was your fault. In the past, it's the King of Cups. The sad thing is, it feels like that there was love here at one time, a loving commitment that was mature, and somebody went backwards. Instead of growth, they retracted and caused some heartache, maybe even some stabbing in the back. That could be even a close friend or a family member. As I said, Queen of Coins coming up. You know, the timeline is stating here that there is a sense of grounding. There is a sense of knowing thy worth. And I've already kind of covered that here. Chariot, moving forward. Moving your heart space forward. This is taking action. This is moving beyond the past heartache and successes in the environment, being very and feeling better. There is healing here and feeling better about life. 9 of Cups, being very content and happy. Getting like wishes fulfilled, being very content. 10 of Wands. And I'm sometimes maybe you struggle to maintain it. Spirit's also talking about here being careful what you wish for. Because if you wish for the wrong thing, like say, for example, reconciliation, then you go backwards and you end up carrying the load and all the responsibility yourself as well. I do want to expand on that. 10 of Coins. You carry the financial responsibilities. Whatever that means. Okay? Death. Change. 3 of Wands. The future. In order to change the future, you have to know your value and your worth. You have to understand that sometimes there are certain deep-seated connections that need to come to an end, or need to radically transform. You can't continue to carry the sole responsibility and the burdens. I kind of want to move over here to what was the backstory, underlying story to the 5 of Cups. I really want to know more about what this 5 of Cups was about, because I don't like it. It almost feels like somebody making you feel guilty about something. I will check messages here in a moment, the chat. The Strength. 2 of Wands. King of Coins. You might have had a choice in the past that you may be feeling guilty or being hard on yourself for making the wrong decision. Let me make something very clear. There is no wrong decision ever. Simply put, it is a right decision that takes us down a road of learning. Okay? Through what we consider bad choices and decisions, there's always a lesson in it. And that bad choice or that bad decision might have been mapped out in your life plan before you incarnated. So I don't want you to be hard on yourself for choices that you made in the past. What you are supposed to do with those choices, those so-called bad choices, is learn from them so you don't repeat them. And I feel that there is an energy of a temptation to be pulled backwards And you will find yourself back in that 10 of Wands, back at carrying the load, especially financial load. I feel like that there's a freeloader that will look at you as a meal ticket. And that's, I'm sorry, but that's what I'm picking up here. But I want to pull cards, a few cards on this Ace of Coins. I want to make sure that this is a new offer, not renewal. Some aces could be new or renewal. Okay, there's the Tower, Two of Swords, Knight of Wands, Page of Coins. Okay. This is like an upset. You know, when I said I was talking about the 1111 portal with Mars opposing Uranus? Here it is, honey. That's it. It is an event that pops out of nowhere, that presents itself as new opportunity, somebody messaging you, like, and you don't, it's like a sudden, you don't see it coming. And this is I said it was a tower on steroids with this upcoming transit on the 1111 portal. And you can no longer ignore it with the 11 of Swords. You got to take action. And so your reading is the prime example of you are somebody who is going to be majorly affected on November 11th or a day before, a couple days after, somewhere around there, when that portal's open and Uranus is opposing Mars. It's going to cause that conflict within. And you got to kind of like consider, if you want new, you got to take action towards new. But as you take these actions, you got to take into consideration the past. Because that's coming through very strong, because it looks like you are going to be in a different position. You're going to be in a position of very well grounded, very well managed, in a good place. And somebody's going to want to feed off of that. That's why death was showing up here, that you need to kill something. Something needs to completely die before you could accept new. And I think that this tower, this is something that is an event that's going to happen, that you can't ignore the facts anymore. You're going to have to take some kind of decisive action. Okay. But that's what I have for you. I got my space heater on. I think I've had it on too long, because usually it gets cooler down here. And I'm breaking a sweat. So I think I'm going to have to, when I go and take my break, I got to turn that off. I need to cool down a little bit. Okay, I will check the chat here in a second. Okay. You're welcome, Debbie. Oh, hi, Kathy. Okay, let me check something here. Okay. I think what I am going to do is I'm going to go check on my puppy, put him outside. Going to get something cold to drink and turn off this heater. I'll be back in a few minutes. Okay, I'm coming back. All right. And let's get this show back on the road. Okay. Let me see where I'm at. Yep, I'm back. So let's see. Okay, Roseanne is after Amy. She added a donation while I was gone. Yep, spots are almost filled. There's only 2 spots left. Okay. Okay, let me get back here. Okay. Next one up, I believe, is Laura Collis. Need to make a notation on her timestamp. Okay. 126. Somebody, one of my moderators, make a note of 126. That's for Laura Collis. I know she's not here, but she's been a long time client of mine for past 2 or 3 years, at least. So we are going to get that ball on the road going for her. Laura. Okay. Laura. Thank you, Chef, for that donation. That super chat. Thank you. Much appreciated. Okay. Oh, you got the 3rd house, Laura. House of communication, ruled by Mercury. Mercury going into Sag. You can expect a little bit of ease of communication, some new ideas being thrown around, maybe even your social life picking up with Jupiter. Abundance. You might be getting some communication in regards to finances, abundance, things like that. Then you got Emun Kali, which is the root. Okay, so I feel like that there is going to be something brand new coming in. You're going to receive a major communication that is going to prove to be very fruitful, and it's going to involve planting some sort of roots that you've already planted, maybe, that are finally sprouting, taking off, growth, growing into abundance and expansion. Third house energy might even be some traveling going on here. And Jupiter rules the 9th house, which is Sagittarius, also, Laura. That came up. Sagittarius season may be important to you. That might be when you start to see some kind of expansion or growth. Peace. You know, finally coming to terms and having peace with something. I'm really curious if you made peace with your father. And again, my condolences for his recent passing. But, you know, over the past couple years, there has been different messages for you, sweetheart, about making peace with him. I'm wondering if that has happened because he's at peace. I hope that you are too. It was an ending of a cycle, and I think that I'm hoping that you made peace with him and it kind of transformed your way forward, friends and colleagues. Okay. So it feels like there's a transformation going on as far as your circle of friends, your family, your colleagues, coming to terms, and finding a sense of peace. 8th house is being highlighted, along with your 11th house is being highlighted as well. The 9th house is that spiritual house, house of Sagittarius. 8th house is the transformative. The 11th house is your friends. And let me think here. The 8th house and 11th house are squaring each other. This eclipse is in your 8th house of transformation. So, yep, a house of Scorpio. Now, I'm not sure where the placements are in your chart because I don't remember what your rising sign is. But you can always check that to see where that transformation is taking place. But I'm feeling like I feel very strong 11th house stuff. You might be changing your circle of friends. And I'm switching decks to something a little bit easier. I'm actually getting like a blister or something just from shuffling this particular deck. This is not an easy deck to shuffle because it's thicker cards. So we're just putting that puppy over there. This one's pretty easy to shuffle. Still, this one's a lot easier on the hands. A lot. This is one of my go-to decks. This is the oh, I forget her name now. It's not it's not Morgan Greer. I want to say Roberta something. Moore. Barbara Moore. This is Barbara Moore's deck. And this is one of my go-tos for private client readings and even for my daily readings. This is one of my favorite decks, and it's already starting to show some wear, and I haven't had it that long. I use this deck a lot. Okay, one more shuffle. Okay, under the deck for you, Laura. Nine of Pentacles. That's you every day. You are very independent. You have a very strong sense of independence. King of Pentacles, very much in your element, very much grounded, practical. King of Wands. There's two kings here. I'm not sure yet that if this is somebody in the background that is, or two people potentially that you might be dealing with. Aries energy, Taurus energy. Could be the season. Ace of Pentacles, opportunity. Six of Swords. Peace of mind moving forward towards the Ace of Cups. So I'm getting somebody who is balanced in the heart space and secure in the 3D world. So this could be a new romantic interest coming into play as well. Somebody who's passionate, who is driven, yet financially secure. Okay. Let's see what else we got here. We got the Devil. I'm not surprised. Capricorn energy with the Four of Swords. This is simply speaking to me of healing from something toxic. I'm going back to your father. I'm feeling that very strong. Finding peace with your relationship that you had with your father, and healing from it, maybe healing that aspect. Something that you had been trying to avoid, something that you got to that point of needing to make peace because I think you're a person that doesn't like conflict. That is, I've always said that. That is part of your nature. And I think you kind of pushed it off, avoided anything with your father because of the potential toxicity that was there. But the Four of Swords, I'm even going to relate that to his death. Okay. 10 of Pentacles to family. Family legacy, and yes, you do have an inheritance coming to you, just saying. But this is more about the legacy, the family unit. I feel healing, the family finally healing. In the past is the Star. Recent past, the relevant past here. I feel like that there was a star path that you could not ignore anymore, that you had to come and heal and make peace with. I'm really curious. Maybe email me or something like that, Laura. Eight of Pentacles. That is talking about moving into a place of working on oneself. I think that there is abundance coming money-wise. There's a lot of there's indications there. Death, I'm not surprised to see that. I'm taking that literal, as in the death of your father. Ace of Swords. Some victory, some clarity, some truth. I'm kind of wondering before he passed if you received certain answers and received some kind of closure, that because that peace card, this piece is very, very loud to me. Okay. King of Cups emotionally disciplined, full of love. You got 3 kings here. The only one that's missing is the King of Swords. I'm not ruling that he won't come out, but this is a lot of testosterone, a lot of masculine energy. And if it's not a new romantic partnership coming in, I think it's an opportunity of healing and renewal here. The Ace of Swords is being very clear. And we got 3 aces here. The Ace of Wands is what is missing there, which is new beginnings and communication, passion, being inspired. That's the ace that is missing. So, and I'm not surprised that is, because the Ace of Pentacles is, I feel like an offer being, something being given to you, and especially with the 8 of Pentacles here and the 10 of Pentacles, something physical, possibly. Like I said, I feel very strongly that your father left you something, some kind of inheritance, almost like his peace offering. The Ace of Wands being missing here would be that there is no chance of growth between you and him, except for in the spiritual realm. Yes. You could possibly communicate with him on a spiritual level. And then we got the 4 of Pentacles. I can't remember. I think you said you had siblings, but there could be a little bit of groveling over the inheritance. But I really want to know what that 4, I want to expand on that 4 of Wands, 10 of Cups. The Tower. Trying to hold things together. Knight of Wands. Yeah, there's definitely action being taken. There is, I think, did your father pass suddenly? It was kind of a little bit unexpected here. And it feels like the burden is falling on your shoulders to keep family together and cohesive and keep peace. I'm not sure how that relates, but I like the fact that, though, show me more about this tower. That could be coming around that portal, that 1111. I kept saying it is catapulting change. You know, I did say there you do have the 2 of Swords here of avoidance, sitting on the fence, not making decisions. Again, a lot of people are going through this. If there's action you're going to have to take. Okay. A certain action, maybe a little bit of aggressive action in order to try to help heal and piece it. Trusting your intuition on it. Absolutely. With that Tower, it is coming quietly with the 7 of Pentacles. It's been deeply seated. This is years of energy that has built up, kind of like a pressure cooker. It's been under pressure for a hot minute. You kind of knew it. Other people knew it, but nobody wanted to talk about it. Everybody tried to avoid it. But there's no avoiding this now. 7 of Wands. Yes, there's going to be battles. So I just got to make you aware now. If there's any time that you have to stand up for yourself, Laura, it's now. It's now. Family members that you thought always had your back, when money is concerned, greed takes over. And that's kind of what I'm getting. Show me this 10 of Pentacles. Yeah, these cards flew right off the deck. Five of Pentacles. Yeah, the family cut in half. Divide 10 in half and you get 5. Yeah, greed brings out the worst in people. There could be a division because somebody else is taking on that Queen of Swords energy. And I'm feeling not so much the positive side of the Queen of Swords, but more of the ruthlessness, more of bitch mode, stepmother energies coming up here. That she's bound and determined and very focused on what she wants. And she's going to divide the family. And there's going to be a lot of changes within the family. You got 2 eights. Eights are portals. Eights bring about change. And things happening really quickly. It's almost like that your Mars Uranus opposition on 11/11. It's going to hit the family. That's what I feel. It's going to be a sudden event that is triggered by the Queen of Swords, and it's going to be a divide. Now, there is potential for healing this. That would probably take a whole nother spread on how to go about that. This is just a little bit of a warning that even if you found peace with your father, there's somebody that is out there for money and for greed. I gotta keep it honest. Life is not always flowery. They say life's not always a bed of roses. But it's because those people forget about those roses. They have thorns. Okay? So just kind of keep that in mind. And all these kings here, a lot of testosterone, a lot of masculine, a lot of people trying to make decisions. And there is heat. There's Mars energy here. Mars, Scorpio. We've got Scorpio here. We've got Taurus here. We've got, and what is this eclipse in? These eclipses in Taurus is Lunar Eclipse in Taurus. Things that we value. That's, and that Uranus, Mars opposition. It's a bang. Boom. So that is what seems to be coming up. I think there's a message here of keeping your emotions in check, but at the same time, you need to stand up for your rights and don't roll over to this bitch that I'm seeing. Don't roll over for her and say, okay, you can have it. Your father wanted you to have something and it's yours and you need to fight for it. I'm not sure what that is. Maybe you already know. But that's what I have for you. Dark thoughts was under there. That drew my attention. Yeah, you got somebody with some dark thoughts, all right. Yeah. Okay. That was Laura. Sally and Danielle. Yep. No more. I'm not doing any. The The reading list is closed. Okay. The reading list is closed. Okay, so okay, Christina. Christina. Okay, let's get this going. I got a lot to go through. Think I have 8 more readings to get done, so let's get cracking. Okay. Wow, 2 cards flew out. 2 cards are flying. Okay. Trine sextile symbolis. Seeing all these ribbons, you might be receiving signs and symbols right now with a conjunction of being in alignment and setting something into motion with Mars. November's going to be big for you already because Mars, November's all about Mars, pretty much. Okay. It's action. And I think that you are receiving some symbols. Or you're going to receive confirmation. And this alliance is being everything lining up. Oh, Mars is conjuncting the sun at the end of the month. So, spotlight's going to be on you. And you're going to be required to take some action. Okay, that's what that is. Mars conjuncting the sun. And things are going to be revealed. Okay. And for you, my dear, think back to 1991. What were you doing? Where were you at? What phase of life were you at? Okay, because the last time the Mars conjuncted the sun in Scorpio was in 1991 at this time. Okay, so think back. I know that's a lot of years. I'm willing to bet there was some kind of major change that occurred, a shift in energy. I'm not sure how old you are. If you were a young one, if you were a child even, it could be something with childhood that is going to be relevant to what is to come. Okay. Fear. Don't let fear hold you back. Dark thoughts. Oh, so you're having a little bit of negative thinking. Fear taking over of the changes that are coming. Was there something that happened in 1991, by the way? Just curious. Okay, I can't. Yeah, there was a conflict. And then status quo, a cycle. And this is a number 2, a choice. There was some kind of cycle that had to do with a conflict pertaining to what was correct or what was the status quo. And I feel like that there might have been somebody you come up against, some kind of authority figure that may have caused a lot of dark thoughts, a lot of anxiety, a lot of fear. Okay. You know, this deck, I call this deck the bitch. People that's been around me for years knows that this is the bitch. The Witch's Tarot, she's the bitch, the energy of this deck. And, you know, as I was finishing up that last reading, this deck was calling to me. I'm like, okay, who on my list would need the bitch to come out? And I guess you're the one. Because as I was shuffling this other deck, this deck was screaming, nope, it's my turn. It's showtime. Okay. The sun. The stars. Wow. That's being divinely guided towards happiness. Hermit. But you had some lessons to go through and learn. Some alone time. You know, being alone with your thoughts, thinking about your direction, thinking about your path. The world. Thinking about, you know, changing direction. Your internal compass is kicking in. Page of Pentacles. Because there's some kind of learning experience from this. Six of Cups involves family, children, or soul bonds. Four of Cups, potentially a missed opportunity, or something that you thought was your son ends up not being what you signed up for. There's a lack of satisfaction here, a lack of fulfillment. And as I was talking about this eclipse at the beginning of this video, and if you missed that later on, go back and rewind. I did a whole astrology lineup for November before I started doing readings tonight. This eclipse is things that aren't working for us, about releasing them to make room to start a new cycle towards something that is meant for us. Okay. And I said no choice is a wrong choice, because every decision we make in life is meant to teach us something. And I think you had a hard lesson that you learned. And don't let fear stand in your way and make you repeat something from the past. Okay. Oh, I can't unsee this. I can't unsee the temperance, the healing. So I would say that there is something here that you are trying to balance within yourself, that you are healing from. Okay. Okay. Knight of Cups. That is a self-expression. That is an expression of the heart space. Ten of Pentacles. So there's something that's been deeply rooted. There could be somebody coming forth. Like, it's almost like I feel you're expecting the worst. You're expecting and anticipating conflict because you don't live up to somebody's certain expectations. But this is telling me that somebody's coming to you in peace. Feels like family. They're coming in peace, not to fight. So I feel like you don't need to fear this. Because, they've been carrying the load of responsibility. They've been carrying some certain conflicts with them. You may have too. But I feel like whoever's coming towards you with a peace offering has been carrying a burden for a long time. Want to make that transition into calmer water, Six of Swords. So there is a transition, somebody traveling, there is communication, and they want to, instead of a storm that you are anticipating, there's going to be peace. Okay? Death in the past, which is talking about an ending and transformation. There may have been some sort of death in the family that may have caused some hardships and burdens between family members. I'm just kind of curious about that. Or there was an ending of a relationship that caused hardship, but I'm not feeling that. I'm feeling more this is about family. Could have been a major change in the family that triggered the conflict to begin with, but somebody wants to make peace. Okay. Yeah, 10 of Cups. They want the 10 of Cups. They want to put the family. This is all about family. Okay. It really is. Okay. 9 of Wands. I don't blame you for being a little bit defensive. I see you being guarded. It's like, okay, well, I've been doing the same thing. We've been doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. That is a definition of insanity. And this is also a definition of perseverance. Your energy has been drained, but you've kind of learned to stand on your own 2 feet, and you learned something from this, right? Queen of Wands. Okay. It feels like somebody who is very ambitious, or in your environment, it feels feminine. Mother, sister, aunt, cousin, whatever. It was somebody who was very ambitious, who was out for themselves. I'm going to clarify that to see who this is, or this could be an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Leaning more towards Aries because the queens are the cardinal signs of the zodiac, and the cardinal fire sign is Aries. Okay. Some truth coming out. This female is carrying the sword of truth. She is coming. I feel it is a feminine that's coming forth. I really do, to make peace. And there is, along with this, comes a lot of clarity. 9 of Pentacles. I don't know if this person owed you money or what, but there is a sense of abundance and growth. It is a completion. 9s are completion. 10s are this beginning, starting over. It's like the last step to the new beginning, because 10s in numerology, there is no 10. 9 is the end. 9 is the completion. 10's reduced to a 1 to the beginning. So when you see a 10, it is the absolute end and a new beginning started. So you can see the 10 of Pentacles and the 10 of Cups as, we've went through a cycle, a phase. I saw the cycle over here. in the oracles of in the family, a new start with the Ace of Cups of healing. Okay. I'm really curious about this Queen of Wands. I want to know more of her energy. Show me the Queen of Wands. Show me this Queen of Wands. Four of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, Karma, Judgment. Okay. I think that Queen of Wands, that Queen of Wands has received some karma. Yep. And she's been withholding, but she's giving an offering. Judgment is reconciliation as well, and renewal. So I do feel that she's coming from an honest place. She had to take her lumps. She had to learn her own karmic lesson, and karma hit her hard. But, oh, there's the Ace of Wands and the communication. Communicating right new ideas, new growth, looking to the future and wanting to put the past behind. So I feel that you are dealing with somebody who is being truly authentic. Okay. So that's kind of what I have for you. You're quite welcome, Christina. Okay, I need to delete this unpinned message. Yes. Okay, because I'm not taking any more donations. Okay, Louise H is up next. Okay. Okay. Louise, I'm being drawn to another deck. Instead of this oracle. Judy's been around my channels quite a long time. I usually end up with at least 6 or 7 decks all lying around. 1, 2, 3, 4 right now. Shadow. I can't unsee this either. Knowledge. Blessings. Mask. Okay, this is very strong. No wonder they wanted me to use this deck. Okay. This is about taking off the mask and learning about yourself, particularly your shadow side. Things that you fear, things that are holding you back from your blessings. Okay. Knowledge is power. And this may be some things that you have not been wanting to face or things that you have not been wanting to acknowledge. Okay. But Spirit is really calling it out. And they said no. Okay, this is the Dark Mirror Oracle. This deck is used for shadow work. It is a darker deck, but I was called to it because of the shadow card and knowledge. Learning about yourself and taking the mask off and facing certain fears. Okay. Anger and chains. Something that you might be angry about. That is in your shadow. That you need to learn what the source of that anger is, learn about it, and knowledge on unmasking it so that it doesn't hide your blessings or keep your blessings from you. Downcast pride. I think that the mask is about pride, that you got to stop thinking that because you have this anger or fear that you may have, that it makes you less of a person. It doesn't. That's why the knowledge is power for you to learn about what exactly that is within you. There could be some inner child wounding that needs to be tended to. But you're angry. Oh my God, are you angry? Because we got revenge. I could almost drop the mic, but I'm not. You're getting your full reading. Anger, you are being chained by revenge. Wanting revenge for something that was done to you. And maybe you were judged wrongly and caused some damage that needs to be repaired. Okay. Let's take a look at the tarot. So the bitch has a mission. This is the bitch, as I said. 2 people back to back she wants to talk to. Almost. I think one more shuffle. Under the deck, Ace of Wands, Knight of Cups, Page of Wands, Nine of Cups. Who is the alcoholic? Eight of Cups, needing to walk away. The Moon. Or somebody walked away. Maybe somebody... Did somebody abandon you as a child or walked away when you were young? I don't know why I'm picking up. Wheel of Fortune. And innocence. Or something happened that's under the moon. Something very quiet. Maybe something that you don't talk about. That's where there's some fear invoked. That's where there is that energy of revenge. Some of this I don't even want to touch on because there's something here that very touchy. I'm not going to say it out loud, but I think you probably already know what I'm picking up on. Okay. Father figure, King of Pentacles, Page of Cups, I see you as a little girl. A father who had a lot of strength, who was very strong. That you may have felt weak because of your young age. Three of Cups. And you're not the only one. Do you have any siblings? Female siblings? Any sisters? You need the females kind of needing to stick together in the family. This is very heavy. Knight of Swords. The High Priestess. There's so many secrets here that you've been keeping in. Oh my God. Something that you have been really keeping in since childhood. Or a very young age. She who knows who doesn't speak. And I'm buzzing. No, brother. Okay, your brother. Okay. Ace of Swords, the truth coming out. Finally being in a position of speaking your truth. Speaking the truth being revealed. About a King of Swords. About somebody who was cold. Judgment. I don't know if it's and with the King of Wands. Okay, we got three masculines here. King of Cups is what's empty, what's not here. The King of Cups is showing up as a knight. Two of Cups. Partnership. Now, I feel there is some shadow work that needs to be done to heal from this. Okay. And it feels like very much like you're very angry with somebody. Understandably. But there's a partnership. There's a Two of Cups here as a potential outcome, a coming together. I am going to draw more on that. The Devil. Four of Cups. Justice. This is about working together with somebody to bring justice to the devil. I don't want to dig any deeper into this because this is really heavy energy. But getting justice, karma, playing out for the injustice. Just so that you know, and which is going to allow healing. Okay. I'm going to end it there. You're welcome, Louise. Okay, Nancy. I'm going back to this deck. Butterfly wanted to fall out, which is the card of Scorpio. It is a transformation and metamorphosis. Okay, just so that you see that. Is it really almost 10 o'clock? Holy shit. I'm going to have to try to speed some of these up. Gratitude. Cleansing. Burden basket. Okay. This message is about going through some kind of spiritual and soul cleanse. Showing gratitude for spirit, because it also is also cleansing that burden basket, releasing burdens. Okay. I do apologize. I've been kind of diddle-daddling around, and I need to move it because it's already 10 o'clock. I got to finish up the rest of you guys. Yeah, I'm almost at 2.5 hours. Very close to it. I don't know why I grabbed this deck again. I guess I was meant to use it. I was going to use the other deck, but Ace of Swords came out. That is truth. That is seeing things more clearly about the burdens that you are carrying. Maybe you're carrying burdens that are not yours to carry. Let's see what else comes up. King of Wands. Maybe you're carrying a lot of burdens that are involved with you being in a place of leadership and in a place of authority. Okay, everybody calls on you to make decisions and for you to see things clearly. And Nine of Swords is sleepless nights, thinking about things. Your head will not turn off about problems and issues that are coming up, because you're the Empress as well. You are the divine. Now this is the divine feminine in you about that nurturing. But there's a point where sometimes you need to set some boundaries. Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, you're looked to as like the mother figure, the fool. Innocent children. Six of Cups and Soul Bonds. I don't know what this is. Maybe I hope you do. Worried about the children. Worried about their innocence. You're taking on a lot of responsibilities. You're looked to as a leader. And very much like a mother figure. Interesting. Okay. Death. An ending. Why is this? A lot of people are getting this same type of energy. I want to say that you had to step into a leadership role, because it feels like maybe somebody that used to be in that role had passed, who and are is no longer walking in the 3D world. And that's where I feel that Hermit. Yeah. Because you were the one that looked like that felt that you were the wise one. And you were the one that always had that leadership quality. Are you a teacher? That's really weird. I don't know why I want to ask that. I'm just curious. No, okay. Well, maybe not a physical teacher, but there's a lot of wisdom there. And your energy's showing very tired. 9 of Wands. The World. Ace of Pentacles. Temperance. Oh, you're the peacemaker. 8 of Cups. There's definitely somebody that departed the scene. 8 of Cups and Death here. And World. An ending, closing a cycle. The Moon. Left a lot of uncertainty. It's like you have to step up to the plate. 2 of Cups. Oh, you got the 2 of Cups in the same position. Wow. Partnerships. 2 people coming together with a common goal that involves emotions. A loving partnership doesn't always have to be romantic in nature. Queen of Swords. 5 of Cups. There's definitely emotional loss, and the Magician. But it's like you casting the emotions aside, the grieving aside, because it's like you are the Magician. You're the one that has to you're the one that makes things happen. You're the one that has to take the action. And with the Temperance card here is also talking about being that peacekeeper, being a healer. This screams healing, being an active healer. Helping other people heal from a certain change, a certain ending that occurred within the family. It does feel like somebody departed. It feels like a death. If it's not a death, then it's somebody who had departed. 8 of Cups in the environment to the point that it feels like a death. Take that as it resonates. I want to know a little bit more about that, though. This 8 of Cups. What is this 8 of Cups? Chariot. 7 of Wands. Somebody tried to fight. They tried to fight. They tried to hold on. Put up a good fight. But then they had to move on. Page of Pentacles. And they've kind of left their mark. Moon energy. A lot of uncertainty in the family, in the home. 4 of Wands. Page of Cups. A lot of in references to children and the star. It's like it changed people's. This is about changing people's lives, finding a new direction, and being open to change, and having faith despite the uncertainty. I do feel things evening out. I do feel an energy of peace coming. But I think a lot of it starts with you unloading. Other people need to take up some responsibilities. Okay. So I feel like that these are changes that you need to incorporate. This Ace of Pentacles is showing a new option, another opportunity. Showing a door opening. And there is definitely healing around the home. So, Spirit's not saying a whole lot more about that. Hopefully you understand, you know this, you know your circumstance. That this is making some sense here. And I keep seeing alcohol, so I don't know what that has to do with anything. But something was sudden also. But there is peace and healing. You know, Temperance and Star both being in the same spread. With the Hermit, this is active healing. And helping other people to heal as well. So, I would see this as a ray of hope, of change, of new beginnings, starting a new chapter. Wow. Okay. Okay. I'll bring her back out if I need her. I only like to use the bitch in certain situations. She's good with really difficult situations. Touchy situations. Okay. Linda. Welcome aboard, Linda. Yeah, I put a request, what was it, like a month ago, looking for moderators. I needed to add 2 to my group, and I got both of my moderators. So I've got all 3. And I needed to do that because my channel was growing so rapidly. And generally my chats are very busy. I don't monitor the chats. I don't watch them. And that's why I've got 3 moderators. They all work together to try to keep everything organized and straight. I don't think I've had any trolls tonight. Amazing. Have I? Unless I just didn't see them. Yeah, lots of love in the chat. Okay, Linda. Okay, Linda. This card fell out, which is grounded. Okay. The void. You know, I think we had a void course moon there for a while. Grounding yourself, and I'm feeling emptying your mind and replacing any negativity with love. Pulling one more. Gift. Gift of love. Oh, you're playing back there. See the little ball swinging? She's playing. I heard her back there. I'm like, what is she doing? Okay. I just feel like I need to draw a couple cards from here for you, Linda. Chiron healing. Beautiful. Libra. Balance. Nice. I like that. There is a restoration of balance and healing with love. Feeling an empty void. Nice. I like that. Yeah, my Witch's Tarot, I call the bitch. I might have to I hate to replace her because I'm so bonded to that deck. But she's getting worn out too. Okay. Woo. Ace of Wands. New ideas, new beginnings, new inspiration. An opportunity for growth. Okay. Knight of Pentacles. Been a long time coming. That you've been waiting on a chance for a new beginning. And it's something that you're excited, that you're going to be, that you are excited about or will be excited about. This is what you don't see coming. And you are anticipating this change. Okay. You embrace it with full heart. Open heart space. Hermit. Because things of the past has made you much wiser now. And you might even be a guiding light to somebody else or to others. Okay. It's taking you a hot minute to get to this place. Being able to ground yourself. Being able to replace that emptiness, the void that you've been feeling with love. And being able to gift that love to others. I really love this energy. And Chiron is the wounded warrior and represents healing. Nice. I really like this energy. The Fool. Embarking on a new path, starting a new chapter, world, closing out a cycle. This is the ending and the beginning of the major arcana, both here. So this is signifying something coming to an end, something coming to a conclusion, and you are starting a new journey. Your energy has been tired. I think that you've been trying something here that you've been at it and at it and at it. This drained your energy. You were wounded yourself. And so you have experienced certain types of wounds that enabled you to help some other people. King of Cups, because you show compassion. But at the same time, you're very much exhibit emotional control. The King of Cups is somebody who can give counseling and nurturing, compassionate. The cups, the courts, the King and Queen of Cups, they are often in the healthcare field. They are often caretakers, caregivers, um, emotionally mature, and love with full, unconditional, open heart space. In the past, yeah, you're coming from a place of being used, being manipulated, and it is something that you had allowed over time, over and over again. But I'm seeing here, over here, especially with the Hermit, that you've learned from it. You have learned from that that experience. Okay, and it might have been a pattern of yours where it may not even have been just one single person. It might have been multiple people at different points on your timeline. But that has come to a close, that cycle. You're going in a new direction. You've learned from that, and other people look at you and are inspired by you. King of Pentacles. Being very grounded and practical. You are definitely a master of your own physical 3D world. You are comfortable, and you are very comfortable in your emotional maturity as well. Five of Pentacles. Though you feel that World card is coming up as a closure, as an ending, and abandonment. So it almost feels like it's kind of bittersweet, because with this eclipse, it is about a release of something that you needed to release and break from to go in that new direction that you're called to. Temperance. In order to restore that sense of balance. And with the 10 of Pentacles and the Emperor and the Temperance here, or the Knight of Pentacles and Temperance, that is about patience, and there are time elements. This is something that has taken time to develop and evolve to get you to that point to make you say, I've got to cut this off. I've got to break free of this. And you've already made that decision. And there's definitely active healing here. And like I said, you've learned from it. Tower. You're a force to be reckoned with. Whatever energy, whoever represents this Five of Swords to you, they were never expecting you to break from them or cut them off, because you kept on going and kept on going and kept on going with that energy. And they didn't take into account that everybody has their breaking point. And you shocked the shit out of somebody. Page of Pentacles. There's that learning experience. You are a student of life, my dear. And I feel that you could be teaching others, or your children you're taking care of. We got a couple pages running around here. Now, I think you need to be patient with yourself and let this grow. There's some really heavy concepts trying to ride on the ride on the shoulder of a page. The page cannot handle this kind of energy or this kind of weight. And you knew that, and you knew that, you had to let something go. I kind of want to know a little bit more about this Page of Pentacles. Funny, Three of Pentacles. I did not shuffle reversals in my deck. So how it became reversed, I don't know. But the Three of Pentacles is loud in the reverse. that is a message going out that you are no longer cooperating with somebody, that you are embracing a new path. Hats off to you, my dear. Show me the Tower. Four of Pentacles. You held on as long as you could. You tried to hold things together. You may even have kept your emotions to yourself until you totally exploded. Nine of Swords. It's like, I cannot hold on to all this anxiety. And this is a release of anxiety. Plain and simple. Letting this go. In favor of something new. And you're telling me, Jen, I'm not cooperating. We are not on the same page. I am not cooperating with somebody who wants to run below par, somebody who lacks integrity. I am not cooperating with that energy anymore. And I'm breaking out on my own. Bravo. Bravo to you. Okay. Now those are your energies, my dear. Okay. Where am I at on time? 10:22. I don't have a lot of time left. I can't believe how late it's getting. I think next time I'm going to have to cut things down to not doing 10, maybe doing 5. It's 10:22. I got to look at how many I got left. What I might do is I've got the names. I might have to do a separate YouTube video tomorrow to finish up these readings because I am running out of time here. Amy, Roseanne, Danielle, Virgo. And I still got another video for Danielle that I got to do. 4 readings. There is no way I'm going to get 4 readings in. Tomorrow morning, I think, yeah, I have your info, dear. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do one long reading and timestamp each person for on tomorrow. I think that's what I'm going to do. Yep. Love you too, Linda. Okay. Yep, everybody else definitely have a beautiful evening here. Let me just make sure I've got everybody. Okay. Let's see, after Roseanne is Virgo. Virgo 22. Is that okay? So I'm gonna make one video tomorrow. I did not expect this to run this long. Next time I do a live, I'm definitely cutting it down. It's not going to be 10 unless I start early. Okay, thank you, Judy. That's helpful. So I think there's 4 that I need to do. And in the comments on this one, Laura was at 1 hour and 26 minutes. That needs to be put into the comments for a timestamp for her. Thank you for sending me that list. Okay. And thank you for getting Laura's timestamp, Judy. Okay. Let me find my YouTube app again. Okay. Okay, I will see you guys next time. And like I said, the 4 people that are left, expect something by probably tomorrow afternoon where I will have it posted. I love you all and have a good night.